Namaskaram to all. Welcome to Clyde Samvada, brought to you by the Hindu Temple of Scotland. We have Seetha ji with us, and Seetha ji has been running this Nama Sankirtanam Scotland. Nama Sankirtanam essentially means name and Sankirtanam means song. And as part of Nama Sankirtanam, they do something called a Sampradaya Bhajan. So we thought in today's episode, we would try to understand what Sampradaya Bhajan is, its history, how she got interested in it, and what she has been doing around it with Nama Sankirtanam Scotland over the last year. It was very aptly timed because for the Brahmotsavam at the temple, we had the privilege of having Seetha ji along with her team performing Nama Sankirtanam Sampradaya Bhajan at the temple, and we thought it was apt for us to get to know more about its background so that everyone understands the lineage and legacy to this. So welcome Seetha ji to the Clyde Samvada.
Thank you so much for having me here, and it was my real blessing to do the Nama Sankirtanam today with all devotees and everyone, and thank you for the opportunity on the Venkateshwara Brahmotsavam today, which is the Brahmotsavam we do at the end of the 9 days of Navaratri in Tirupati. So similar to that, we did that here in the Glasgow temple as well, which is really very good to have that here. Thank you for arranging all that.
Thank you Seetha ji. Maybe we can start by you telling us a bit about what is Sampradaya Bhajan.
So Sampradaya Bhajan is something very close to my heart because in Chennai, when I was born and brought up with my family, so my maternal grandparents and my maternal grandparent uncles, they started this Vada Chennai Jnanananda Mandali, which has been running Radha Kalyanam for the last 53 years.
Okay.
And I never used to miss the Radha Kalyanam. All the 3-day festival which happens starting with, the Janavasam, what you start the previous day of the wedding procedures, etc. And it ends with the Hanumanta Puja at the end. So I never used to miss the fun there. So that was something I was really missing here. So I thought to bring it here so that I can feel connected to what is very close to my soul and also make others happy, because the Nama Sankirtanam is something, very divine, and it fulfills you and it gives you the happiness and takes you closer to the Lord, because it's one of the easiest ways in this Kali Yuga, isn't it?
Absolutely. Nama itself is sufficient for Kali Yuga's issues.
And when you recite it again and again, it gives you that kind of an energy and power, and makes you feel happy.
Wonderful, wonderful. And maybe can you tell us a bit about Sampradaya Bhajan, its origins from a historical standpoint of where it started, how it started?
Sure, definitely. So Sampradaya Bhajan. So what I am doing, most of it is called Dakshina Bharata Sampradaya Bhajan.
Okay.
So there is also
this South Indian version of Sampradaya Bhajan.
Yes.
Okay.
But still, let me come to that later on. And also there is something called Varakari Sampradaya Bhajan, which is followed from Pandharpur, Maharashtra. It originated from there, and the sons of Pandharpur had written so many Marathi and Hindi abhangs and bhajans, and that has spread across the all the corners of India. And with Dakshina Bharata Sampradaya Bhajan, there are like Carnatic Trimurtis. We have Sampradaya Bhajan Trimurtis.
Okay.
Sri Bodhendra Sadguru Swamigal, Mardhanula Sadguru Swamigal, and Sridhara Venkatesha Ayyawad.
Okay.
So they are the ones who gave us this beautiful gift of Sampradaya Bhajan.
Just the Dakshina Bharata Sampradaya. These are the Trimurtis for the South Indian version of the Sampradaya Bhajan.
Yes.
Okay.
And after them, they are from the very past, and they collected songs from Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, and it is like you can see the unity in diversity when you do the Sampradaya Bhajan. It's not just one language, so that there is one for every audience or the devotee when they want to participate. So that is one thing I wanted to say. And the other thing is, after that, it did not just stop with those 3 Trimurtis. Then Swami Haridas Giri and Jnanananda and Namananda, though again they became the next modern world Trimurtis. Okay. And they carried their lineage of what they got from the original Trimurtis, and they had spread it all around the world. And today you can see these Nama Sankirtana Mandalis everywhere around the world. Yeah. And that was also my humble interest to start it in
Something
Scotland.
in Scotland. Okay, wonderful. I mean, thank you so much for doing that in Scotland in the first place. When we say Sampradaya Bhajan, Sampradaya, as I understand, is like procedure.
Yes.
Right? So, what's the procedure involved in the bhajan?
Sure, definitely. So, it starts with something called Pundarikam.
Okay.
So, you think about the Lord very slowly into your heart. So, it starts like Rama, 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 Rama. And then it goes Harinarayana, Harinarayana. And then, so this is the start of the bhajan. So it is called Pundarikam. Then you think about that. So although we say it as Nama Sankirtanam, which is involving all deities in Hindu philosophy, mainly it is called Govinda Nama Sankirtanam. So we will start with Rama, Krishna, Govinda, and then you get on. So it starts with Pundarikam, and it gives an opportunity for the other devotees to participate as well with something called as Prativachanam. Okay. So when I say Janaki Kanta Smaranam,
Jai Jai Rama Rama,
so that is the Prativachanam, what you say. Okay. And it just goes on with every deity and gurus. Mainly gurus are very important in Sampradaya Bhajan. And so let's come to that later.
So start with the Pundarikam, then the Prativachanam.
So Prativachanam is part of the Pundarikam. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then you come to the Dhyana Slogangal. Okay. Then the Tode Mangalam. So Dhyana Slogangal has a huge list, but still, if you are running out of time, you can
like invocation.
Yes, whatever is very important for that particular occasion, you can concentrate on that. Yeah. Then it goes to the main Tode Mangalam, which is a collection of songs mainly given by Sri Adamacharya and other Carnatic musicians around that time.
So, and then it kind of goes into like more detailed Govinda bhajans and all of it.
Yes. So Todai Mangalam, it starts with giving your namaskarams to the Ganesha. Okay. So it starts with Moshe, so it starts there, and then it ends with the Mangalam at the end. Yeah. Okay.
Super. Yeah. And earlier on you mentioned that there was these two traditions, right? The Dakshina Bharatiya tradition and the Varkari tradition, right? Yeah. So how do they differ, or are they similar? Why two traditions? Is it just geographically different traditions, or is there something more?
Yeah, I think it's geographically different. Okay. So if you think about the Varkari Sampradayam, so the main deity is Vithala and Rakhumai. Yes. So in Tamil Nadu they call her Rukmini though, but in Pandharpur she is called Rakhumai. Yeah. Vithala and Rakhumai, they are here appearing and giving their presence to all of us. Yeah. So in the Varkari Sampradayam, it is mainly abhangs. So most of them are in Marathi and some of them are in Hindi as well. In the Hindi bhajans, what you do, they are called bhajans and not abhangs. Okay. So the Marathi ones are mainly called as abhangs. Yeah. So that has been given by so many sons like Tulasidas and Jnaneshwar and then Sakhubai and all. Jnanesh, I think I did not mention a few of them as well. So a lot of sons in Pandharpur, they gave it to
and then there's
Eknath.
Yeah. And they have that big Varkari Yatra itself, right? In the month of like around June-ish, they kind of go from...
Yes, in Ashadi. Month of Ashadi. This Ashadi Ekadashi is also very important, where they walk towards the Pandharpur by foot from their homes, wherever they are, and they just continue doing this
bhajan all the way through it.
Yeah.
And in terms of like from a musical standpoint, is there like a difference in the beat or just a language difference, or is there anything that you want to add in terms of the comparison between the two? Or do you have like in your Dakshina Bharatiya tradition, do you like when you do the Nama Sankirtanam, do you include a bit of the abhang elements into
definitely.
it?
Yes, because Vithal is also someone who is very close to my heart, like Radha Krishna, what you see here. Yeah. So they do like Radha Kalyanam, what you do. They also do Rukmini Kalyanam.
Yes.
That is also popular in South India. And Mumbai people, I think they like our Dakshina Bharata Bhajans, Sampradaya Bhajans as well on top of their Varkari Sampradaya Bhajans. Yes.
Yeah. Super. And in terms of like the philosophy or like the current trends within this, what is kind of emerging new current trends?
I'm so happy to see youngsters today getting involved in abhangs and bhajans. Like very good example would be Sivashri Skanda Prasad, and there are many other youngsters as well who are going to places like Alangudi and getting themselves involved in the very divine art form. Yeah, it will give you that energy. So it is good to also get yourself connected to the Lord and also learn
About it.
art.
Yes. And then like given all of like the popularity that, let's say, somebody like Vittal Das Maharaj has, for instance, like that's the sort of contemporary abhang guru of sorts, right? So
he is I would say he is my guru for abhangs, and for Sampradaya Bhajan I would say Udayalur Kalyana Ramanji. So yeah, I have been following Savita Sriram and then O.S. Arun, lot of people who are doing this service for last so many years. Yeah, like I'm also trying to do some humble part from my side with the interest what I got.
And maybe can you tell us a bit more about like what you have been doing in Scotland with Nama Sankirtanam Scotland over the last, you said like about a year or so, right? So what have you been doing over the last year?
So yeah, as I said, I was missing that spirit here, and I wanted to also pass it to the younger generations and also mainly my daughter as well at home. So we have been doing monthly Nama Sankirtana. So depending on whatever festival or the occasion that comes for that particular month, we gather around during that Saturday, during one Saturday, and we'll do.
Where do you do this?
So currently it's happening at Edinburgh Hindu Mandir. Yeah.
So once a month, once a month on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, yes. We have done Ashadi Ekadashi, we have done Ramanavami, Kabir Das Jayanti, Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti. So depending on what is special for that particular month, we'll just pick that up. It's
about an hour and a half. Like how long would it be?
Honestly, if you ask me, it can go for how many hours you want. But this Nama Sankirtanam, monthly Nama Sankirtanam, what I'm doing, it takes 2 hours, I would say.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also we call for volunteers to bring potluck food for serving to the prasadam at the end of the bhajan.
Super. And if somebody wants to come along and see what you do, is how do they reach you? Like, is your Facebook page the best way to know what you are doing? Okay, perfect. So we can probably add the link to that in the description of the video as well.
There are many small children who dress them up like Radha or Krishna and sing or dance around the Lord, which is one of the main things we do as part of this bhajan. And that also gets them that kind of energy and motivation, and that's the best way to get them involved in these kind of things, isn't it? In a foreign land like UK. Yeah. So thank you for having me, and as I said, Vittal is close to my heart, so I will probably do an abhang. But before I start that abhang, I would like to do it with a Bhagavad Gita sloka, which signifies the importance of Nama Sankirtanam. Kaliyugam. Hare Namaiva 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 Mama Jeevanam Kalau Nastyeva Kalau Nastyeva 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 Yathiranyatha Hare Namaiva Mama Jeevanam. So Namaiva Mama Jeevanam means, so Nama Sankirtanam is the way of life. Namadeva Kirtana Kari Prema Bharanacha Panduranga. Namadeva Kirtana Kari Prema Bharanacha Panduranga. So Nacha Panduranga means, so the Lord is dancing and coming along. So this song was written by Sant Janabai, and there was one time, as we said about Ashati Ekadashi, right? So these all sons of Pandharpur are gathering in one place, and they are thinking about the Lord. And that time Janabai is writing down whatever other sons are doing in one abang. So that is what it is all about. So she will mention about all sons in this abang. Namadev Kirtana Kari Prema Bhara Nacha Panduranga Nacha Panduranga Ranga Nacha Panduranga Nacha Panduranga Ranga Nacha Panduranga Namadeva Kirtana Kari Prema Bhara Nacha Panduranga Jana Bhai Hane Deva Bolo Abhanga Jana Bhai Hane Deva Bolo Abhanga Namadeva Kirtana Kari Prema Bhara Nacha Panduranga Vittala Vittala Pandurange Vittala Vittala Pandurange Vittala Panduranga Vittala Panduranga Vittala Panduranga Vittala Panduranga 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 Hari Panduranga Bole Panduranga Bolo Panduranga Bhola Pundalika Varade Hari Vittala.
Super. Thank you so much, Seetha ji, for closing out with that abang. We look forward to hearing more from you, both in terms of Nama Sankirtanam as well as informing the Scottish audience more about the tradition and the legacy around it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bhajan